petal led to the shoreline and the town beaches. North was a shortened petal, due to the filling in of a marsh years ago that resulted in a lumber yard being located there, blocking the road. The Frank family had run the lumber business for years. Pete Frank Jr., PJ to most people, had struggled in recent years to keep the business running, but thanks to some new investors, he was on his feet again. Good thing. The lumber yard employed 20 people, not insignificant in a town of Goosebush's size. The north petal was the main drag of Goosebush and included the most desired addresses in town. It ended in the Wheel, which was as close to a commercial district as Goosebush got. The Wheel, short for Captain's Wheel, included access to the police station, hardware store, Bits, Bolts, and Bulbs, Paul's grocery store, and Spencer's package store. Directly on the Wheel was the Star Cafe, the post office, a real estate office, the local pharmacy, and a gas station. There wasn't a single national chain store in Goosebush. Folks liked it that way. Schools, restaurants, and other stores were between the petals. On the north petal, there was one spot, across from the boatyard, with an unobstructed view of the harbor and a distant ocean view. It was a triple lot, raised higher than its neighbors, set back from the street edge. If you were new to town, you could be forgiven for not thinking there was a house up there at all. So difficult was it to see from the street and through the perfectly maintained privet hedge. But windward was there, behind the reinforced stone wall. It was named after the ship of a very long-ago Jayne relative. Access to the house and garage were granted through a gap in the wall and an electric gate. Not that it was used much, at least not much these past few years. But today, the gate would be open, as would the front door. Today, Lilly Jayne was hosting a garden party, and she had invited over 100 people to come. Lily's friend and housemate, Delia, suspected double that number would show up, since guests would likely bring their curious friends as their plus ones. Lily thought the number was more likely to be close to 50. Considering that her best friend Tamara's family counted as 10 people, including the grandchildren, Lily was showing a pessimism her young friend did not share. The women split the difference and ordered enough food for 100 people, but only after Delia assured Lily she had found a place to donate the leftovers. Chapter 2. Lily was wrestling with a rose bush in her back garden. Well, not actually the rose bush. The weeds from her next-door neighbor's overgrown garden had begun to creep over the garden wall, through her privet hedges, and into her rose bushes. Lily hoped that the new owners cared about getting their garden under control, and soon. Rumor had it that they were moving in this weekend. Lily would give them a day, maybe 2, to settle in, and then go over to discuss the matter and offer help. She'd take blueberry cake with her. Delia's blueberry cake might win them over, even if her gardens being a reflection of the soul of a home argument did not. If nothing else, the food would help mitigate her cranky Yankee demeanor. Lily was aware that she could be a formidable presence, and when she was younger, she had tried to mitigate that. Ever since she'd turned 60, though, she didn't worry about it as much, as long as she had kindness in her heart, and she usually did. She didn't worry about how people perceived her. In fact, keeping folks off balance gave her tremendous pleasure. She finally beat back the weeds and backed out of the bush slowly. She straightened up carefully and stretched backward, loosening her joints as best she could. Next, she rotated her hips back and forth a bit. Back in the day, she would get down on her knees, squat, stand up, and bend in all directions with great ease, and no